Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dying Light 2. We are going to be testing out one-handed weapon specialization. Now, this is a mess because a lot of the special armors that are supposed to supersede your investment, like giving you 50% more damage, feels kind of like nothing. I don't know if it's because there's a soft cap for like when you're fighting like lower level enemies, when you're like having really high level weapons and damage, that there's like they always want you to have to hit an enemy almost twice, despite having a super investment and stuff. The reason why I bring that up is why it's confusing is because I'm playing a ranger right now who just has a boatload of damage into ranged weapons, which does seemingly correlate. But then I was doing the same amount of damage that I had with my like same set but all two-handed weapon scaling. So if you use our stats right now I'm rocking a bunch of range damage increase as well as some health regeneration speed, stuff like that, but that's just coming from my gloves. But needless to say, we're really built pretty damn good for range damage. We also had a build for tank, which we super invested in, and I didn't feel like we had the damage difference. So before we actually do the one-handed slash brawler build, one-handed weapons getting a scaling increase, I want to punch something with the knuckle dusters and I want to hit something with one-handed without any buff, just to kind of correlate and see what's up. Okay, let's do this. Let's go find some zombies and just hit them once. It's a good enough thing. I'm gonna die. And it's also level 8, which I think is right at my world level, so these zombies should be scaling and also be level 8. Okay, perfect. So this is the base damage for this. Okay, so about almost 30% of their health, almost half. Yeah, so okay, same thing all overall, yeah, for both of them. Okay, so now let's look at the knuckle dusters, which do have an electric proc, so we're gonna not count the electric proc. Okay, so a quarter damage on the chest. Yeah, okay, so about a quarter damage. So knuckle dusters, quarter damage. Now let's put on the brawler gear that I have at my disposal and see if we can actually crack some heads. Okay, so the only brawler gear that I don't have is my gloves. I'm gonna go look at my my thing, but this should be enough like gear score to see if we're actually able to get an increase. Because so we got basically a 45% damage increase with one-handed weapons. Now, by the way, the reason why I wanted to punch something with the knuckle dusters is because I'm really determined to find out what the knuckle dusters scale off of. Sure shit isn't two-handed weapons, which makes the most sense because you're using both hands, but maybe one hand, I don't know. Maybe you could dual wield and it's different, I don't know. Because it doesn't make any sense. But let's do this. Okay, so did we get an increase to damage? No, the damage stayed roughly the same for the knuckle dusters. So maybe knuckle dusters are in a weird, stop it, the electricity nonsense. Also, Jesus Christ, that's a big arc. Yeah, no, same damage as the knuckle dusters, but did the melee weapon get an increase? Let's see. All of you are very hurt. Okay. Well, he was about to die anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's like 20% more damage. Not even that, it's like 10. Yeah, because we were doing basically a quarter, or sorry, 30%, and now we're doing a little bit more than half. So we basically got like 20, no, like 10. I would say, yeah, 10 more damage maybe on our hit. So it's like, and there's no like critting in the game, guys. I mean, all these enemies are almost dead anyway. That's why they're getting knocked down. Just trying to get away from all the ones that are almost dead. Okay. Yeah, see? Same shit. It doesn't seem like it's that much of a gain for having like so much more damage. So we got some bad enemies. This is what it is against human enemies. Again, we still have the problem, albeit a little bit less, with blunt weapons where enemies can block, and essentially will just leave you in like a stupid hellscape. And yeah, come on, come here. Yeah, see, like it's just brutal. The blunt just basically stops them from blocking as much, I find. But anyways, go Harry, you're a wizard. Anywho, this is it against like multiple enemies at once, and again, the main power of all of your damage comes from mods. And the way you kind of get around enemies' stupid bullshit, where they're like, hey, look at me dodging all the time and doing all this weird nonsense. It's by just putting a weapon with a bunch of mods. And if you have leveled up mods, you have a higher chance to activate mods, and it just all works out significantly better. But again, I will say blunt weapons do seem to be where it is, like a significantly better kind of situation. Even the weapon that I'm going to show you guys that has a mod is significantly better. But this one does, I guess, get the job done. It's just, like, right now, it's because I have an end game amount of health. But anyways, this one has a bunch of mods on it. It bonuses is against zombies, so it should actually not be doing so much damage against these guys. But as soon as one of my mods gets activated, which didn't happen at all there, which there's like a 50% chance for it too, so that's kind of crazy. Anyways, well, if enemies stack up on me, we should be able to just melt them. Also, why do I get pulled? Also, brutal. Jeez. Also, we'll jump over here. Oh, if only I lined that up. It'd be so cool. There's gotta be zombies over here. Come on. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Boom. Smashed. Boom. Smashed. See, like that to me is what really defines your success in this game. Like that. If I just activate that one mod, it's called Blast. It just does a stupid amount of explosive damage. Same thing like that. But yeah, so that mods are king when it comes to damage and of course Dying Light 2. Weapon doesn't seem to matter, nor does your armor seems to matter. It's funny actually. I think weirdly enough the best armor set, and that's something we can actually, well, I'm not sure, I might make it too confusing for video finding, but I think the best armor is weirdly enough the parkour set. I want to make a whole video about that probably next. But yeah, just the idea that you're able to put on this armor, and it's always going to be giving you a shit ton of healing, a shit ton of parkour damage, which is the only thing that you kind of need help with. That and range. Range damage actually does seem to equate in some ways, but that might just also be that range damage is that good. Now, again, I still haven't tried out the one thing, the Pan of Destiny. I still haven't done that one. That one could be your key to power also if you're able to break enemies' stances, but it doesn't change the fact that enemies can dodge. And we've already seen plenty of examples of an enemy dodging in a really shitty way. So like when you're throwing a melee weapon. So when an enemy dodging, you're throwing a melee weapon, they just keep dodging it. So that doesn't give me a lot of excitement for the Pan of Destiny that comes back to you. You just like being the key to basically an enemy blocking constantly. Also, when you throw you're a throwable, like a throwing knife, you're kind of stuck in this lag period to where you can't just throw a knife, hit, throw a knife, hit. It's kind of like throw a knife, then he pulls up his sword again or his melee weapon again, you know. So yeah, and again, I don't think I need to show you guys too much of the melee combats against zombies, because zombies are kind of like pretty shockingly easy to beat in this game. But we did show you guys a ranged one. Let's show you oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, I have it. One-handed axe. Okay, so we'll use an axe weapon. This one has no bonus besides me being almost dead, which, you know, rough, but sure. we'll rock that, I guess. All right, same thing. Yeah, same thing. Again, we almost killed him with 2 hits, basically. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the designers are like, no, you don't realize. Like, yeah, you're like, because again, my best set is the tank gear. And the tank gear can be, basically I have 63 or some sort of thing damage-wise on tank, which is a lot. And I don't really find that I have too much of a difference. But maybe it's because the designers want you to be able to hit things more than twice. I would say that makes sense if there wasn't like an RPG scaling idea. Like, what the hell is the point of getting like high perceived damage when I already have to hit them twice? And yeah, it's not like it takes a long time for you to hit twice. But in moments like that, where like an enemy can just stop you from attacking despite you have so much damage on your side, and where the one thing that doesn't have that is this. Like, that's it. An enemy's just dead. Also, I could just sidestep every enemy's thing. I could pull you over here. I could dodge this and then shoot you in the head. Oh wow, if I missed. But also I could do this. Yeah, I could just kick you. I could also kick you. There we go. See, like, yeah. So to me, it's like the scaling in that department probably could use a tune-up. But yeah, the axe, it's not like you can throw this, you know? It's kind of just the thing. Also, we can do this. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to kill him by the really? What happened? He should have totally hit that. Anyways. I guess it kind of worked. It didn't make the most sense, I'll be honest. But like, if I can increase my, like, I'm actually really curious, because maybe the medic, like, class isn't the class. Because if nothing damage amplification really matters, then the medic class has it all. The medic class, which is right here, has like healing efficiency. So you're basically able to recover from anything. It doesn't have like 15 resistance when you're just healing a shit ton. And this can be found in just about every piece of gear that we have. Anyways, survival sense duration, that's nice. I think it also has variability on what it can be given. Like I noticed that unlike the other ones, which always seem to have like at a base, like damage, parkour, attack seems like it's one scaling metric. But all of these gloves seem to have like parkour experience, which sometimes the other ones do have as well. But you guys can see right here, what do you call it? Health regeneration speed, 11. Like, I imagine if we have a full medic gear, we're basically an unkillable god. In that case, we could just shoot arrows all day, you know? Because like right now we have no ranged damage bonus besides maybe our gloves. But we're able just to throw down boatloads of damage. So yeah, like we just two-shot an enemy in the head the same that we did with the range gear. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know why things aren't scaling yet. Maybe if I get to level 9, that's when they scale. That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe again, they always want you to have to at least hit an enemy twice, which to me, I just think, well, then what's the point of, I could just hit an enemy 3 times in the same time it would take to like farm this gear or something. But yeah, health regeneration speed and parkour attack seems like you're getting 2 massive heavy hitters, and also healing efficiency, also just good damage against certain times of day. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to talk too much about that set. I just want to talk to you off about the weirdness of melee, I guess. And yeah, this is also us showcasing the kind of one-handed melee build, which is about as weird as you expect. But like, see that? If I can increase my pull, because what does it mean by like damage? Like does that mean by like when I grapple onto something and then I hit, or does that mean any sort of like damage induced by something other than melee weapons? Because if that shit works, then if I could like pull enemies with more aggression, that could be huge. To play devil's advocate though, like, do you really need the 1 damage to be increased? Like, the stomp already instantly kills people, you know what I mean? It's like, why would you want more stomp damage when you already instantly kill people? Or if there was a bow person on the thing, why would you want more bow damage when you could just like, you're already pulling them off of this surface? So like, I'm already pulling this guy a couple feet to where he breaks his goddamn ass and etc. You know, I could just keep doing this forever. So it just seems weird. But last, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically all I have for you today. I just thought well, first of all, I wanted to show you guys what like one-handed damage potential is, but it just seems like it's not worth investing in armor at all. Like, it doesn't matter in the slightest. Maybe, and if it does matter, it matters not in the realm of damage, because most things will die anyway. And that was with weapons. Like, we were already two-shotting things without any sort of like mod. Like, if we had a mod on our weapon, it would one-shot things at that point. I'm not sure that means we need harder things to kill. I just think, well, hopefully we could have it both, where we could have reasons to why you would pursue like the best armor set and like the best scaling, but then also enemies that are worth a damn to fight. Now, you can't just have enemies that are hard, because you want there to be a reason why you're fighting those hard enemies. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. We cover a great deal of Dying Light 2 on the channel, and hopefully I can see you in one of those videos again, maybe even in some of the other videos. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.